The first thing to note is that these figures are unexpectedly large. It's also important to remember that not every black person who thinks that they are descended from the biblical 12 tribes is a raving anti-Semite or a radical street preacher. That's why I then test the association between being in one of these categories and both anti-Semitism and support for extremism. Black Hebrew Israelism, in this view, is a peculiarly American thing. The idea that black people are secretly descended from the 12 tribes is, after all, an extension and literalization of the analogy John Winthrop drew between the Old Jerusalem and the Massachusetts Bay Colony. Black Hebrew Israelism, Jacob Dorman writes, was invented in the United States and only subsequently exported to Africa. The peculiar anti-Semitic ideas and zeal for political violence are, too, reflections of ideas that have their place in American culture, writ large. This does not mean that Black Hebrew Israelite ideas aren't potentially dangerous. Conspiratorial thinking can be a predicate to extremist violence, and it is not an accident that BHIs have been implicated in plenty of anti-Semitic attacks and raw anti-Semitic utterances over the past decade. Then again, so have people across the broad spectrum of American political beliefs, from the far left to the far right. Understanding BHI as a branch of the larger American conspiratorial tendency should induce in us, if not sympathy, then at least the greater depths of insight required to manage its more extreme expressions and preventing the harms associated therewith.
We fall under the umbrella of Black Hebrew Israelism. The house itself features a crudely painted white Star of David under the letters ISUPK, as well as a sign reading 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, a reference to the 1 West extremist school of Hebrew Israelism formed in the 1960s. The Indianapolis attack was, in this regard, deeply ironic, as members of groups like ISUPK are not only not Jews, but are often recognized for their vicious anti-Semitism. ISUPK's leader, General Yahanna, has called Jews straight thieves of the Hebrew culture, while the Southern Poverty Law Center quotes a chapter member as saying the only real Jews on the planet are the black, Hispanic, and native Indians. Even Hitler knew it. Readers are most likely to recognize Black Hebrew Israelites, BHIs, from their street preaching in major cities. Their comments there, with calls for stoning of gays and genocide of whites, make even these remarks sound tame. It is no surprise, then, that when Black Hebrew Israelism has entered into the public eye in recent years, it has almost always been in association with anti-Semitism. When NBA player Kyrie Irving tweeted a link to a film about how Jews were responsible for the slave trade, the men who
Shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. I'm back here again with another lesson through the Rahawa Allah Shal Yahweh Hashem Hamashek Yahushai. That means in the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Yahweh is the name of the Most High. Yahweh means He exists, He is who He is. But Hashem means in the name. Yahushai is the name of the only begotten Son of the Most High. Yahushai means He deliverer. Yahushai only died for the 12 tribes of Israel, beginning with the elect. The Israelites are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, including Israelite foreigners. We make up the 12 tribes of Israel. I'm back here again with another lesson. And the title of this lesson is Esau going to make war with Israel? Question mark. Is Esau going to make war with Israel? Question mark. Now the answer to that question is yes. Eventually, there will be a time where Esau will make war with the 12 tribes of Israel, including, our people. Well, should I say Israelites? Including Israelites. Now let's start with the book of Revelation, chapter 12, starting at verse 17. It says, "And the dragon was wroth with the woman." Now hang on. How do we identify this dragon? Alright, because a dragon is what? Well, in most occasions, dragons are red. So let's get Genesis chapter 25, starting at 25. It says, "And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau." So that red dragon is referring to Esau. Let's go to Revelation chapter 12, starting at verse 17. It says, "And the dragon was wroth with the woman." Now, who's that woman referring to? Alright, that's why you have to go to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 6, I believe, starting at verse 2. "I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman." So that woman that is spoken about in Revelation chapter 12 is referring to Israel, being that comely and delicate woman. So Revelation chapter 12, starting at verse 17, it says, "And the dragon was wroth with the woman in representation of Israel." So you're going to have Edomites that are going to be angry with you Israelites, right? And went to make war with the remnant of her seed. Now, who is the remnant of her seed? Because as we are speaking right now, there's an ongoing war going on between Jacob and Esau. That is the ongoing war. Now, most people in society don't recognize that there's actually a war that's going on between transitions of empires. And who is the remnant of our seed? Let's see. Let's find out. Who is the remnant of our seed? Let's find the exact phrase. So this is Isaiah chapter 10, starting at verse 20. "And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel in truth." Now it says, there's a key point in this Bible verse in Isaiah 10 and 20. It says, "shall no more again stay upon him that smote them." And who's going to be used to smite the 12 tribes of Israel? Esau. He's going to be used in order to delete a lot of our people, eliminate a lot of our people. Isaiah 10 and 21, "The remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob unto the mighty God." So there's only going to be a remnant of our people that is going to return back to the land of Israel. So most of our people, or should I say most Israelites, are not going to make it. The Most High is dealing with a select group of Israelites right now. There's only a small portion of Israelites that the Most High is dealing with. According to Romans chapter 11 verse 7, Israel, 2/3 have been blinded, according to Romans 11 verse 7, and Zechariah 13:8 gives you a detail. So let's go to the point now. Revelation 12 and 17. And the dragon was wroth with the woman. So this dragon is angry with Israel. Now, why is this dragon angry with Israel? Because Israelites, they look like, they'd have that, they look similar to Yahushua, that Negro look. So they don't like Israelites, right? And the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of the Most High and have the testimony of Yahushua HaMashiach. So they keep the commandments of the Most High. Not all Israel keeps the commandments of the Heavenly Father. So I have the testimony of Yahushua HaMashiach. And we know what the testimony of Yahushua HaMashiach is. Let's go to Revelation 19 and 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him. And this was the Apostle John that was worshiping an angel. But listen closely, it says, and he said unto me, see thou do it not. So this angel told John, don't do it. I am thy fellow servant, meaning I'm your co-worker, and of thy brethren, meaning I'm also your brother as well, that have the testimony of Yahushua. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. Alright, so that's the testimony that the remnants of Jacob hold. And there's going to be a time where the Lord is going to stir the hearts of these elites, using their military to lay hands on Israel. Because that time that the dragon is going to make war with the remnant of her seed, it's a war strategy, because ultimately they understand that in biblical prophecy there's only a remnant that has woken up to this gospel. And since there's been a remnant that has woken up to this gospel, right, those are the ones who they're really focused on. They're not really focused too much on the average Israelite that is unenlightened. They're focused on those that actually know who they're Israelites, right? Because this is the people who are focusing on eternal life. So let's carry on reading. So Revelation chapter 12, starting at verse 12, it says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. Keep in mind, when you read 2 Ezra 6 and 9, it says, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So there will be a time where Esau will make war with the elect. Yes, this man is going to make war with the elect, these devils. That's what they're going to do. Now, keep in mind that his heart is being stirred. The Most High is the one that's controlling this devil. This devil is being controlled by the Most High. And if you don't know who the Edomites are today, it's the so-called white man. According to the scriptures, they're the Edomites. Now you do have Edomites mixed among the nations, but primarily they have that Rothschild Rockefeller look, man. Now, carry on going. So yeah. So they're gonna make war, and this is what's gonna happen. Now let's get 2 Ezra 16, starting at verse 17. Alright, 2nd Ezra chapter 6, starting at verse 70 says, "For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord." Alright, so there's going to be a great insurrection on those that fear Yahweh Shai. You see, there's stages to this gospel. Alright, right now we're in our theory stage. Alright, what's the theory stage? Alright, you read the Bible, you understand, you teach our people, alright, you tell them about the glorious gospel, the Most High's name, His Son's name, who the Israelites are, the mark of the beast. This is all the theory stage. But the practical stage is when physical events occur. And the dragon being wroth with the woman is a physical event. You're going to see news articles come out. You're going to see massive persecution. You're going to have people going different cities to cities looking for Hebrew Israelites. There's going to be a time where it's not going to be cool to be an Israelite. There's going to be a time where it's not going to be interesting to be one because of great persecution is coming to the church. It says, "For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord." They're going to come in like madmen. Why is that? Because their kingdom is coming to an end. And because their kingdom is coming to an end, they're going to come like madmen, sparing none. They're going to come in rushing hard via their law enforcement, which goes back into their military and their robots. And there's heavy witchcraft that these devils are using. They have invisibility cloaks. They have machines that can see through walls. They have artificial intelligence that can analyze information on high levels. So the only way that you can overcome this devil, the only way you can overcome this devil is through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Because this monster, Esau, he's a red man. And red represents what? Represents blood. Alright? And he's going to be used to kill a lot of Israelites. A lot of Israelites will die by the hand of Esau. Because that was his mission. This is what he was designed to do. He was designed to slaughter and to be slaughtered. So he's going to be killing a lot of Israelites out here. Esau Edom is going to be killing so many Israelites. It's going to be ridiculous. The amount of Israelite blood that's going to be spilt is going to be crazy. So many Israelites are going to be dying by Esau. It's not even going to be funny. All these jakes that you see walking here and there, Esau's going to have fun with them, man. That's the reason why you have to fear Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Fear the Most High. Because at the end of the day, if you don't fear the Lord, you're going to be in trouble. Now, going back to it, so we've discovered that the dragon is wroth with the woman, and he's going to make war with the 12 tribes of Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. And ultimately, how he's going to make war is via this. Revelation chapter 13, starting at verse 15. Now let's start at 14. "And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles." How is he deceiving them that dwell on the earth? He's deceiving the people of the earth with different ideologies. Like, for instance, he's deceiving people with, feminism, with LGBT, with all these wicked things, he's deceiving the people of the earth. Even when people see these nuclear missiles or these airplanes, they can launch out bombs. And people are amazed with these things. And so this is how he's deceiving the people by the means of those miracles, which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword, and they live. And the image of the beast is the system, the infrastructure of this society that we live in. Right? The infrastructure. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak. How does the image of the beast speak? How does this system speak? Via its rules, regulations, and policies. That's how it speaks. And cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And ultimately, there's going to be a policy. There's going to be a regulation. There's going to be a rule that is going to be in this society where if people do refuse to take an RFID chip, a microchip, into their hand or into their brain, eventually that person is going to have to face the guillotine. Yes, the guillotine is going to be something that is going to be very, very serious in this gospel, where you're going to have believers in Yahweh Shai that are actually going to put their heads into a hole and their hands into a hole, and there's going to be a sharp blade that's going to cut their heads. Now we understand that there's also going to be brothers that are going to receive that standard. That standard is going to be lifted up, where you're going to have some brothers that ain't going to be beheaded for this ministry. You're going to have brothers that will have that standard where Esau is not going to be able to kill them. But you're going to have also the martyrs as well, as it is written in Revelation 20 verse 4. So it says, verse 16 says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So eventually, this man, Esau, and these elites, these international banking families, these elites that govern this world with the cash system, they're going to tell people, they're going to use their rules and regulations to address people and tell them, if you refuse to take this microchip, then your head is going to have to be removed. Alright, and this is what's going to happen. So this is the reason why we have to have strong faith in Yahweh Shem Shai, because we're entering these times. And I checked on the United Kingdom government website about human augmentation. Human augmentation has to do with human beings being microchipped. Alright, human augmentation plan 2030. So we're entering that time. So this is a form of the dragon making war. Now the Bible says there's nothing new under the sun. Remember what Nebuchadnezzar did. Alright, let's get a book of Daniel. Let's remember what Nebuchadnezzar did, because Esau's not a genius. He's just copying what Nebuchadnezzar was doing. So let's read the book of Daniel. Okay, so let's get the book of Daniel, right? Daniel chapter 6, starting at verse 1. It pleased Darius to set over the kingdom 120 princes, which should be over the whole kingdom, and over these 3 presidents, of whom Daniel was first, that the princes might give account unto them, and the king should have no damage. Let's go to the point. I want to actually go to the point. Okay, so let me go to skip to verse 4. Daniel 6 verse 4. Then the presidents and princes sought to find occasion against Daniel concerning the kingdom, but they could not find none occasion or fault. For as much as he was faithful, neither was there any error or fault found in him. Then said these men, We shall not find any occasion against this Daniel, except we find it against him concerning the law of his power. Then these presidents and princes assembled together to the king, and said thus unto him, King Darius, live forever. All the presidents of the kingdom, the governors and the princes, the counselors and the captains have consulted together to establish a royal statute, to make a firm decree, that whosoever shall ask a petition of any god or man for 30 days, save of thee, O king, shall be cast into the den of lions. Now, O king, establish the decree and sign the writing, that it be not changed according to the law of the Medes and the Persians, with altered not. So hang on a second. Alright, so Esau is using that same threatened strategy that was used in the ancient Babylonian Empire when they threatened Daniel and told him, if you don't go to this lion's den, what's going to happen to you is, well, if you don't bow down to this image, we're going to throw you inside the lion's den if you don't bow down to this image. And it's funny because it's called the image. And this system, the Bible tells you in Revelation 13, it says, those that do not worship the image, remember that word image, would be killed. And what happened to Daniel? They told him if he doesn't worship that image, he'll be killed. So they have that Babylonian energy. If you don't take the RFID chip, you're going to be killed. During Daniel's time, if he didn't worship the image, he'll be killed. But what happened? The Lord preserved him from the lions. And that was symbolic. But yeah, even Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, the same thing. Now I want to show you how 666, because I didn't read Revelation 13 and the last verse on Revelation 13. Revelation chapter 13, starting at verse 18. Here is wisdom, let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is a number of a man, and his number is 666. And that's the barcode. But if you read the Bible about King Solomon, this number 666 also has to do with money. Alright, this number 6 also has to do with money. And I'm going to prove it. Alright, so let's go to $603 score. 1 Kings chapter 10, starting at verse 14. Now the weight of gold that came to Solomon in 1 year was 606 talents of gold. Now notice how it's called 606. Alright, 666, right? And it's in this in the book of Kings, this is related to money, this 666 gold. And we know that Revelation 13 and 19 says the number of the beast is 666. And the reason why I'm trying to correlate both is that the microchip is going to have uh, banking related to it, which banking goes back to money. And so that's one precept to show you right there. So this is the whole reason why I did this, is because the dragon is gonna be wroth with the woman. Because you think when we're out there prophesying in the highways and byways, teaching, you know, this serpent is keeping an eye. Alright, and what I mean is keeping an eye. He's watching the videos. He's taking notes of what we're doing. He's like a snake. A snake doesn't attack you straight away. You know, that's why on YouTube you might see these explanation marks with a circle inside. Well, you see an explanation mark inside a circle. You know, which we're not afraid of threats or these symbols that they show on YouTube. But anyways, Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5 verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. Right? But the point is that when we're standing in great boldness in the face of those that have afflicted us, you know, great fear is fallen upon these heathens. Right? When you read Revelation chapter 11, it tells you great fear fell upon them. We saw them. So when they see us out there on the street, they get very, very frightened, scared. So, you know, because they're seeing that we're waking up to who we are. So they want to wage war. That's the reason why we have to be strong, because everyone in this ministry is going to be tested. And you want to be a faithful servant in that day. So anyways, yeah, so when the persecution does come, we have to stay grounded and rooted, because it's going to be a time where we're going to have to detach from things, detach from items. So we got to be strong. Anyways, call Shalom.